Welcome back to Behind the Brand with your host Alicia. This is season 2 where we are in the Atlanta area. Today I'll be interviewing Bri Ukaonu. She is the owner of House of Fit. So before we get into it with the deep details, make sure you subscribe and like and share with the people that you know in Atlanta and the people who want to shop and who aren't in Atlanta, okay? So this is a series where I interview entrepreneurs. This is the second season. And so I just want to be able to share people's stories and hopefully you enjoy it and make sure you comment. So, on to the episode. Welcome to Behind the Brand Season 2.
Happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. We just got a couple of questions for you, know, so we can share with the audience about what you do and who you are.
Sounds good.
Okay, so the first question is, did you always know you wanted to be an entrepreneur?
I didn't. First I wanted to be a housewife.
Okay.
Then I wanted to be a philanthropist. Then I wanted to be a neonatologist.
Okay.
But then I went to college and I was like, ooh, I like science, but and I like what it does for people, but I don't want to be in the clinical space.
Okay.
So I kind of like grew into entrepreneurship, but the cool thing about it is I've always had an example of entrepreneurship in my life. My dad has always been an entrepreneur, and so I also don't like being told what to do, and so I figured that I do want to also do something beyond just working for somebody else and working for somebody else's dream. And so it's been a journey. I worked in corporate America for about 7 years, and I've learned a lot of skills, and so now I think that I'm more professionally mature to handle all the rigor that comes with entrepreneurship.
Okay, what did you end up getting your degree in?
Medicine, health, and society.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of majors out here. I'll be like, I don't know half of them, but that is so cool.
Well, at my school, you could make up your own major, so somebody made that major up and it got really popular. So that's
cool. Yeah, okay. So when you were growing up though, with your dad, do you feel like he tried to push entrepreneurship on you? Or do you feel like he just let you do whatever you want? You kind of didn't feel like you had pressure to be an entrepreneur?
Yeah, he never pushed it on me. And then too, my dad is Nigerian, and sometimes in the African household, it's like if you say you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, it's great. So I was saying I was going to be a neonatologist, so he didn't care.
Okay.
So yeah, he just wanted me to be successful in whatever I did.
Mm-hmm. That is parents, that's all of them, but so you opened up the House of Fit.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take you from the idea and to it opening up? And then also tell people what is the House of Fit?
Yeah. So House of Fit is a premium and fashion-forward blank garment brand. I like to tell people to think American apparel, but Black owned. And what's really great about us is that we're really working hard to amplify and let people know about all the Black businesses and make sure that we have Black ownership at every step of our supply chain. So it's we're providing the blank garments, but we want to make sure that we're working with Black screen printers. We're working with Black graphic designers, that as much as possible, there are Black people who are actually making the clothes. Our clothes get cut and sewn in Haiti, and so what we're doing is really just making sure that there is some sort of minority-owned business or Black-owned business at every step of our process.
Okay, I like that. Shout out to the Haitians if y'all watching this. Shout out to Haiti. I've always wanted to go there, but okay. And so,
and how long did it take me? Yes. Two-part question. So, the idea came to me in October of 2021, and it's because I was in an accelerator program, and they basically invest in entrepreneurs. So you can go into this program. It's called Generator, and they basically allow you to apply. You don't have to have a business already. They help you come up with different ideas. And the idea for House of Fit was actually inspired by somebody at Generator. So it was something that we collaborated on. And so once I started in the program, it took from October to February for us to really get things started. But the program was really great because they gave me the tools that I needed to use to build a sustainable business and have a strong foundation.
So October 2021 to February 2022. Okay, so after you graduate the program, or you're done with the program, you get a business, or you're making your business in there. Okay, that is really cool. that sounds like a long time, but I mean, it really might not be. So now, are you a full-time entrepreneur?
I am not. I still have my 9 to 5.
Okay.
And I also do House of Fit.
Yes. Okay, that is really cool. So my next question is, what does success mean to you when it comes to entrepreneurship?
I would say it's consistency, honestly, because it can be a really tough road, and I think that in entrepreneurship, you're only going to see the results if you keep going. So to me, when I wake up every day and I'm just like, I'm still choosing to do this, that is success.
Okay, I feel that one.
So yeah.
I feel that's nice because usually people give different answers. But I like that. Like, okay, no success because I'm consistent and I'm still doing it. I like that. So what was one great piece of advice you got when you were maybe in the beginning of starting your business, or even to go to the program that you were going to do?
Yeah, this is gonna sound crazy, but I feel like the best advice that I got was not to do it. Like, don't do it. Don't be an entrepreneur. And I say that was good advice because it really let me know how hard it was going to be. Like, you have to make a conscious choice to do this and work full time. And so I felt like that was real. Like, I felt like it was the most real and genuine piece of advice anybody could have given, because that let me know, like, oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be really, really tough. And I got to really want it, and it has to be really important to me in order for me to make this decision. So that was the best advice ever.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
It's like, do I try to be a housewife now or today or tomorrow? So you were speaking about being full-time and still having a life. How do you balance like family, work, and even your personal goals?
To be honest, I think I'm still learning how to do that. But for me, I prioritize like family over everything. And so that might not always be the best for work or the best for business, but I think that that's the most important thing to me. So if like my family has something going on, I'm going to choose that over like something else, like doing this piece of work that I know I have to do. Because I think that they help me stay grounded and rooted, and like they give me the energy to keep going. And so I always have to make sure that that's important and that's really held together. So it's hard. It's a daily decision. I think like time management comes into it too. You got to keep a calendar. So it might be like, okay, my friends want to do this on this date. If y'all let me know, I can work around it. I can be flexible. So like I'll wake up at 7 a.m. to knock out like these House of Fit emails, but then I'll go to brunch with you at 12. So it's just I don't know, taking it a day at a time.
Yeah, it's very much like time management, knowing how to manage your time. I like that piece that you said about that, because that's kind of hard. That's hard day to day. So trying to do that even with a family and with another business, it could be definitely harder.
Yeah, for sure.
So, yes, time management. A lot of people, it's hard out there. So we just try to get better day by day.
I just say get a calendar. Stick to the calendar. It'll help you a lot.
Okay, yes, that's advice for me because I don't be sticking to my calendar. How have you had to pivot in entrepreneurship, if you have?
How have I tried to pivot? Well, when I started House of Fit, I did not realize how difficult it was going to be. And like we're basically selling blank garments, and it's a really highly saturated market. And in order for us to stand out, we have to design our garments. And so I didn't realize how long it would take for that to happen. But we're a startup, and the biggest thing that you can do on a startup is generate revenue quickly. And so I was just like, okay, I have to get my shirts designed and cut and sewn. That could take up to 90 days. And there's a lot that goes into it, from like making your patterns, going back and forth with your manufacturer to make sure that everything is coming out right. So I was just like, okay, how do I generate revenue quickly? So I had to be really creative. And so I was just like, okay, what we can do is sell House of Fifth merch on already like established like blank garments that come from like companies that we agree with or feel like their quality matches our brand. And so what we've done to kind of like cushion the amount of time between starting off and like really having our blanks that are exclusively designed by House of Fifth go to market, we have sold merch, and so that's been really helpful. And what's been really cool is that we're generating revenue, and we're also able to talk to people and connect with people about our brand, and people are really buying into the story. Like they really love our why, and so it's been really cool to kind of like get creative and problem solve and still make money as we're still building, because we're still really early in our process.
Oh, okay. Is this like a family business? Like you have help?
No, it's not a family business, but I do have help. My business partner, Sarah Grant, she is in charge of marketing and customer service for House of Fifth, and really just has been in the trenches with me, helping me a lot. So she's my partner in crime, and so we're tackling this together. I also still get a lot of support from the program I was in. I have advisors who help me, a lot of mentors, a lot of friends who are just like, I'll sit on the phone with you and listen to your problems and help you workshop some things. So definitely a village around me for sure.
That's good. That is really, really good. I like that. So you talked about still having a job and balancing. So what is your morning routine like? What time do you wake up?
Around 7. I wake up around 5 a.m. I start meditating about the day, but in the bed. And yeah, I just start my thoughts. Like I look at my calendar, I think about everything that I have to do and kind of game plan in my head and get my mind right for the day. Wake up at 7, shower, all that jazz. I always drink tea. I like to start my day with tea. And then I log on for work. That's the routine.
Okay, yes, logging on for work. You hear that? So you can save time. Okay, so get a remote job.
I walk down the hall to my office in the house.
We love that. Okay, I just want people to hear, well, you do kind of wake up at 5 in the morning, but you can wake up at 5 in the morning and still be in your bed, okay? Because I like that too.
You can still be productive in the bed.
Yes, I agree with that. So I feel like sometimes people get overwhelmed, like, I wake up at 4 in the morning, I wake up at 3 in the morning. I feel like you don't always have to wake up that early, and that's not what you are. So I like to give people like different options. Even if you're late, if you're a night owl, like you like to sleep. So I like to people to share like what time they wake up, so people know like you don't gotta wake up at 3 in the morning to be an entrepreneur.
I'm all about doing things in the easiest way possible. Like I'm not a work harder type of person. I'm a work smarter type of person, and so I think a lot of that comes with like knowing what works best for you. So what works best for me is waking up at 7 a.m. And going to bed maybe by like 11. But there's a lot in between too.
Okay, yes. So you were talking earlier, you were speaking about like your why and what you do it for. So what is your why?
Yeah, for House of Fifth specifically, I feel like I'm trying to do something really big for our community, especially when we think about clothes and like where clothes come from. Like they originally start off as a piece of material, and usually it's cotton, and that was the biggest like commodity in the U.S. or like one of the things that really propelled our country's wealth, and that was built off the backs of Black slaves. And I just feel like us doing House of Fifth is like us like changing the narrative, like kind of taking our power back, especially around how we think about cotton and the history behind it. And so to me, it's just like, it's not really about me being rich. It's like much more than that. It's really significant like for the history like of our people and how our narrative changes moving forward. And so because it's not about me, it's really easy to keep going.
I like that. I never thought about that. They had my ancestors out there picking cotton, and cotton is the main thing in the shirts. Oh my gosh, I just connected.
We wear 100% cotton shirts, but when you look at the major players in the blank garment industry, nobody looks like us. Like the heads of like these huge companies aren't us. The founders, the CEOs, the people who make money off of like one of the biggest places that our people spend the most money is on clothes. But yeah, like we're not reaping the benefits, or that our dollar's not getting circulated within the Black community.
That is true. I do like that. Okay, y'all get the House of Fifth needs to be a household name up to the top, because she just dropped a gem. I never thought about it like that, but now that I see it, I'm like, I see the connection. That is really cool. I really do like that. Find out more about it.
Yeah, well, first, follow us on all platforms at The House of Fifth. The next thing that you'll see from us is our exclusively designed blank. People will be able to purchase wholesale from us, and that'll be really big. So not only will we sell directly to consumers, we'll also sell to businesses. And so that's going to be really exciting. And stay tuned.
Okay, and what's the website?
Yeah, the website is thehouseoffifth.com.
Okay, yes, that's the Instagram too, right?
Yep, and it's like fifth is not spelled out; it's just 5th.
Is there a Facebook page?
Yeah, you can just search The House of Fifth.
Okay,
You're the house of based on everything.
Yes, basically follow. Okay, stay up to date, and support another Black-owned woman business. Okay, I love that. So thank you for being a part. Thank you for sharing your story and telling us your why and how you got started and things that you look forward to doing. So we really appreciate it. And y'all make sure y'all go check her out. Go shop the House of Fifth, and share this episode so people can know more about it. And subscribe and join me for the next episode. Thank you all for watching and listening. I wanted you all to get, the scoop of the shirt, House of Fifth. Okay, so make sure y'all subscribe and make sure y'all check it out and follow her on all the social medias. Okay, and follow Behind the Brand on Facebook. We'll see you next time.